Thank you, CSRA, for making this year's giving gown a huge success. Because of you, 400 gowns were donated to young ladies across the CSRA. Thanks to Aiken Regional, ADSI Moving Systems, and First Baptist Church of North Augusta for making dreams come true.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
The live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on for the entire CSRA. Time and temperature brought to you by your local Honda dealer. The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Right now, on News Channel 6 at 4, Augusta's Charter Review Committee wants to hear from you. A preview of tonight's public hearing.
Plus, a proposal to provide much-needed housing for local college students. A closer look at the location and what neighbors are saying.
And big upgrades on the way to Piedmont Augusta. We'll tell you all the details about the multi-million-dollar project as your news at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thanks for joining us. Jenny is off today. Coverage you can count on begins with the search for a 16-year-old murder suspect in Richmond County. Officers looking for Kenneth Singleton. He's accused in a shooting death that happened last night in the Apple Valley neighborhood on Winesap Way. Officers say he is armed and dangerous. Don't go near him. Just let law enforcement know if you know where he is. We did meet with Richmond County Sheriff Eugene Brantley today. He talked to us about this recent shooting and has some advice.
It's our 4th homicide this year. Last year, this time, we had 7. So we're headed in the right direction, but we still have to drive home to our youth that before they rush to make a decision that's going to affect them for the rest of their life, that they take a moment to think about what they're doing.
Yeah, again, deputies looking for 16-year-old Kenneth Singleton in this case. If you know where he is, you can give your information anonymously through the My Sheriff app or by calling 706-821-1097. A suspect in a deadly shooting is now in an Aiken County jail after being extradited from Orangeburg County. Tyshawn Hughes is facing charges that include murder and criminal conspiracy in the death of Jamal Richardson. Richardson shot and killed November 7th on Old School Road in Windsor. Officers already arrested a second suspect a few days after that shooting. It is time now for our first check of the weather, and for that, on this fine Thursday, we want to check in with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci.
Well, Brad, it's a nice warm Thursday for sure, and we do have mostly cloudy skies, but we're seeing a little bit of clearing here on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam right outside the station. So temperature-wise, we are warmer than yesterday by 6 degrees in Augusta and Aiken, 10 degrees warmer up towards the north. So definitely seeing that warming trend continue. And check out the temperature right now in both Augusta and Aiken, 80 degrees, upper 70s for the rest of us. Millen, you're a bit cooler at 75 degrees, 76 in Wrightsville, and 78 in Lincolnton. So it's feeling like a spring day for sure. We do have some pop-up isolated showers that just moved to the south of us. So you may have run into a sprinkle if you're out and about earlier, but overall it's mostly dry. And it's another breezy day. Winds coming out of the southwest, sustained around 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting up to around 20 to 25. For the rest of our Thursday evening, we're going to see temperatures stay in the 70s through 7 p.m. Then we'll be in the upper 60s by 8 o'clock tonight. Rain chances are going up to 40% tomorrow. Scattered showers and a weak storm possible. Then on Saturday, we'll have a higher chance of seeing some storms, even with the possibility of severe weather. And then notice after the rain comes through, we are cooling down as we go into our Sunday. I'll have more details with a look at your future cast coming up. But back to you, Brad.
Jenna, thanks. Happening now, President Donald Trump said we're getting a closer look soon at a proposed new charter for Augusta. Consultants from the University of Georgia telling the Charter Committee that document will be ready in 2 weeks. Some on the committee want to see it approved and sent to the General Assembly before this session is over, so maybe it can be voted on in November. But others say one step at a time.
Someone made that motion, but that motion is not in order at this time. I think it could be voted on once we do receive the document and have an opportunity to review the document, which is a part of our charge.
And even though the final document is not ready just yet, the first of 3 public hearings on changing the charter will be tonight at the Brigham Center, starting at 6. College students in Augusta will soon get new off-campus housing, and that is big news for a local community. Kim Vickers is here with the story.
Brad, Tuesday, Augusta commissioners approved a rezoning request which will allow for a housing development at Weed Street and Wheeler Road in the Sand Hills neighborhood. Students with 6 bedrooms and a shared kitchen and dining room in each area. It will include amenities like a gym, laundry room, gathering area, and a mini mart. It's all within walking distance of Augusta University with limited parking. I talked to people who live in the area, and opinions are mixed.
And those are going to be our future doctors, nurses. We're going to be able to help them have somewhere to live while they study, somewhere safe. Before they start doing that, they should have considered cleaning up this place. This area haven't been cleaned up before Helena hit. We have wiring here that's been on the street ever since Hurricane Alina hit this area.
Now, while the new housing is not directly affiliated with Augusta University, the school did write a letter of approval to commissioners saying off-campus housing for students is desperately needed. The developer hopes it will be ready by fall of 2027. Brad?
Thanks. Construction underway on upgrades at Piedmont Augusta downtown. It's a multi-million-dollar project aimed to provide even better care for patients. Graham Lee is live just outside the construction site now. And Graham, this really is something leaders have been wanting for quite some time.
Well, no question, Brad. This has been something they've been wanting for quite some time. And if you're driving around the medical district, you're probably going to see this construction site at some point, and you probably already have over the last few weeks. That's because this is the most recent upgrade to facilities here at Piedmont Augusta. Hospital leaders are calling this the CUP project, or the Central Utility Plant project, and it represents a $130 million investment. It's for a new generator building and chilled water plant that'll go on the corner of R.A. Dent Boulevard and St. Sebastian Way. The generator building will keep the hospital on full power, an extra in the tank in case of power outages, while the chiller building will be able to keep rooms at the proper temperature in the warmer months and the colder months. Leaders say these upgrades will make sure all equipment works properly at all times, which is good news for patients.
When the boilers or the HVAC units or the air handlers are not working at 100%, it can cause problems. And so, again, having redundancy in the system built in is something that will ensure that we don't run into those problems.
So I spoke to project managers earlier, and they told me that construction is currently in the foundations phase. So workers behind me are in that process of getting the grounds ready for these 2 buildings. They're expecting to finish construction by the middle of 2027 and hoping to fully open these 2 buildings by early 2028. Live in Augusta, Graham Lee, WJBF, News 6.
The ribbon cut today on a new facility at Doctors Hospital. It's for the new Women's Diagnostic Center. There they go. It offers advanced breast imaging services, including 3D mammography, MRI, and ultrasound.
Our biggest investment is our people. They're the ones that are putting physical hands on patients, walking them through a difficult diagnosis. The staff and the people that work here is really what we're most proud of.
The earlier we can detect breast cancer, the better off patients will be. So we don't want patients, to wait or to stall or forgo their mammograms or their screening ultrasounds.
There's also a new breast biopsy machine. Well, big donation today for some of the smallest patients in Augusta. This morning, the Atlanta Gaslight Foundation presented a check for $200,000 to Children's Hospital of Georgia.
When you walk around and see the staff here and how they are invested in these kids, and you see the kids that are walking around going through whatever challenges they're going through, it's really heartwarming, a pleasure to see the impact we're making as a company.
And this particular donation has been used to help us with purchasing the newest technology for ventilator support of our smallest and sickest infants.
That money will pay for 3 ventilators for premature babies in the neonatal intensive care unit. If you have a health savings account, you could be missing out on money. Experts say many Americans aren't using these accounts to their full advantage, and they're leaving tax savings on the table. Here's Rebecca Jarvis.
That's right. HSAs are not just any savings account. They come with a lot of tax advantages and unique perks that can help you pay for medical expenses now and build savings for the future. Chances are you're already benefiting from at least one tax advantaged account, meaning deposits are taken directly from your paycheck before taxes are deducted and used for retirement, commuter expenses, or healthcare coverage, tax-free. In 2004, Congress created health savings accounts, or HSAs, for people enrolled in high-deductible healthcare plans. Like a 401k contribution, they are made with pre-tax dollars, and that money can be used for qualified medical expenses, including vision, dental costs, and prescription drugs. Employers and healthcare providers often contribute too, and unlike flex spending accounts, or FSAs, the money never expires. It is yours for life. But did you know that you can invest your HSA dollars in the market? Experts call HSAs the triple tax advantage because contributions are pre-tax, investment growth is tax-free, and withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are also tax-free. New in 2026, individuals can contribute up to $4,400 a year or $8,750 for families, with an additional $1,000 catch-up contribution starting at age 55. But many Americans are not investing their HSA funds. Health Equity, the largest HSA custodian in the U.S., with 17 million HSA accounts, reported less than 4.5% of them were invested in 2025. People are either unaware they have the option or they feel uncomfortable with the potential market downturns and not having immediate access to their money if they need it because of balance minimums. Despite these drawbacks, a growing number of Gen Zers and millennials are opting into long-term investing of their HSAs for the future. After age 65, you can use HSA funds for any purpose, though you will be taxed if they're not medical expenses. Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News, New York.
Before we go to break, a live look at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia, where the NASCAR O'Reilly Series continues this week. Up next, a preview of what you can expect.
I'm Dee Griffin.
And I'm Carlton T. Clay.
Tune in on Thursday at 7 p.m. as we take a special look at the illustrious African-American history across the CSRA.
We will honor those who have made their mark on our community because Black history is America's history.
WJBF News Channel 6 is honoring Black history. Join us as we salute the achievements through stories and experiences that inspire and connect us all.
Honoring Black History, Thursday, February 19th at 7 p.m.
Actually, I am a morning person. So, like, people were talking about this job. They were like, you're going to have to get an alarm clock. I'm like, man, I'm up at 3 o'clock every morning anyway. I might as well come and go to work, you know? So,
weekday mornings on News Channel 6.
Are you a fiduciary?
Welcome back, everybody. This weekend, the O'Reilly Series shifting from Daytona to Atlanta. Todd Summers speaks with a veteran driver heading into the season with a number of reasons to be excited.
In his 16th full season of O'Reilly Series racing, Jeremy Clement's off-season alliance with the Haas factory team gives him optimism that this will be his best season yet.
It'd be a big change for myself personally, driving some really fast Chevys out of the Haas factory team shop. Super excited for the opportunity, and the amount of people, resources, engineering they have up there is truly phenomenal. So going from a 5-person team to probably a 130-person team will be a big step.
In late August of 2017, Clements secured his first Xfinity Series victory in his 256th career start, overcoming a wild spin with 2 laps to go to still win at Road America.
The 32-year-old from Spartanburg, South Carolina, has found his way into the playoffs by winning at Road America.
5 years and 2 days later, Clements pulled another upset, taking the checkers in the summer race at Daytona.
Jeremy Clements is going to win at Daytona.
I definitely remember that vividly. It was one of the best days of my life. To be a Daytona winner, that's nothing but a lifetime dream. So I'll always cherish that.
Later this year, when the circuit goes road racing at a naval base in San Diego, Clements will put his name into the record books once again, passing Kenny Wallace for most career starts in the series with 548.
It's a record that I can't believe I'm going to break. I never set out to break that record, but here we are. I'm still racing, still loving what I do. To break the record is nothing short of phenomenal to me. I'm just ecstatic to be able to do it. And Kenny Wallace, he's going to be in San Diego and hand the reins over to me.
This weekend, Clements, a Spartanburg, South Carolina native, makes the short 3-hour trip to Atlanta, where he finished inside the top 12 of both O'Reilly races last season. Getting you ready for race weekend in Atlanta, I'm Todd Summers.
Our live coverage kicks into gear Saturday afternoon at 4:30 on the CW6. And if you want to check the race in person, tickets are still available at NASCAR.com/tickets. Here at home, construction on a new athletic complex is underway for Wagner Sally High School. The complex will feature a baseball, softball, and new turf football stadium, each with their own press boxes. In addition, there will be a new Crescent City Park with pickleball courts. The new football stadium will be ready this fall. Spring sports stadiums should be ready next year. And a huge milestone for Augusta University men's basketball coach Dip Mitras on achieving his 600th career win. The Jags topping Clayton State University on the road 82-60 last night. Mitras has been coaching at AU for the last 22 years, 8 years at Belmont Abbey before that. He'll be honored during AU's homecoming game against Middle Georgia State Saturday afternoon at 3:30.
It's going to be a warm and breezy night, and as we go into the next couple of days, temperatures still staying around the 80-degree mark, but also rain chances going up, and we'll be back to the cold air next week. I'll have your full Vapor 6 forecast when we return.
Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
I love our new tagline for George Sink Injury Lawyers. Get the GOAT.
Well, technically, you can't say you're the greatest of all time. GOAT is for George's outstanding attorney team, not greatest of all time.
Get the GOAT!
Yes!
Get the GOAT on your side and call all nines.
The O'Reilly Auto Parts Series driver.
What's with all the goats? GOAT. George's outstanding attorney team?
After you've been injured in a car crash, call George Sink Injury Lawyers and get the GOAT on your side. Hurt? Call all nines now.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Across the CSRA, you can see that we do have some clearing happening now, especially over in Waynesboro. That's where we're starting to see that blue sky show back up after a very cloudy start to our day and the cloud cover yesterday. We're at a warm 80 degrees with a southwest wind of 11 miles per hour. Dew points are in the upper 50s, and around the CSRA, a lot of us in the upper 70s, but Evans, Louisville, also at that 80-degree mark, feeling like spring today with satellite and radar just showing some of the passing clouds, and we had a few isolated showers pop up south of Augusta a couple hours ago, but overall, not much going on today. We do have a warm front to the north of us, and that's why we have that south wind coming in behind it. So for tomorrow, another warm day. We're getting to the 80-degree mark once again, and we're starting out mild in the mid-60s. Southwest wind, going to be windy again with those high gusts up to around 30 miles per hour, even higher tomorrow. Now, we really need some rain. You can see the drought monitor updated today, and not only are we in an extreme drought in our far northern counties, but also down south around Wrightsville and Swainsboro, we're seeing that extreme drought as well. Rain chances are going up, especially on Saturday. That's when we have the highest chance of some beneficial rainfall. And then early next week, we go back to dry conditions along with that cool down. Now, here's a look at our future cast tonight at 6 p.m. Other than a stray shower here and there, we're going to keep it dry through tomorrow morning. Very cloudy overnight, and then we'll see this approaching cold front. As that front gets closer to our area, we'll see some isolated showers and maybe even a weak storm or two develop tomorrow afternoon and evening. Then Friday night, we dry back out, a little bit of clearing north of I-20. And then as this front lingers in our area, we will have a higher chance of rain on Saturday. Still not much going on Saturday morning, but as that low pressure moves across the CSRA, That's when we'll have a higher chance of some of those scattered showers. Now, as we go into Sunday, we clear out. Winds are going to be high again, pushing in that colder air. Now, let's take it closer to home. Friday at 6 a.m., just some light rain here and there. And as we go throughout the day, you can tell it's not going to be a complete washout. Just keep the rain gear handy in case you happen to run into one of these showers or weak storms. Overnight rain into Saturday morning, periods of dry weather, then more rounds of rain coming in. So same thing on Saturday, not a complete washout, but definitely a little bit of a higher chance of us seeing those scattered showers. And we even have a chance of severe weather on Saturday, just a marginal risk for some of those storms potentially containing damaging wind gusts. Not expecting flooding, but we are expecting to see around a quarter of an inch to half an inch of rain in a lot of places. And some spots can even get up to an inch of rainfall. Now here's your 10-day forecast. We're back to sunshine early next week with those highs in the 50s and lows dropping all the way down to the 20s, 25 on Tuesday morning.
Oh my goodness, 25.
That's going to feel a bit harsh after the 80s we've had.
It sure is. Jenna, thank you so much. Helping to protect killer whales and the oceans they depend on. Coming up, the unique way researchers are doing just that.
Introducing Purple.
We was riding down the highway, the logging truck turned, the logs came through, hit me in the head, and hit my daughter-in-law in the face. I had saw Austin's commercial on TV. I looked his number up on the internet, and he got right back to me. He treats you like family. He makes sure that you know what's going on from the beginning to the end. He sticks by you. You could just focus on your health and getting better. He is an awesome lawyer and a wonderful friend.
Researchers are collecting the breath of killer whales. Yeah, using drones, scientists safely fly through a whale's misted exhale, capturing droplets that can reveal hormones, disease markers, and DNA. Researchers say the tiny samples hold enormous insight and allow them to help monitor the whale's individual health in real time. And that is our report for this half hour. More top stories coming your way at 4:30, including President Trump's new peace board meeting for the first time in Washington, D.C. Dee has that story in a moment.
You've been in an accident, and you're thinking,
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big. Biggest deals of the year big.
There's only one, Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Oh, yeah. And now get 0% APR for 60 months with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days. Plus $1,000 Truck Month cash on select Ford vehicles.
Did you know Cancer Guard can help screen for more?
BrideBaby.com. Click, click.
Today, President Trump is touting the economy while rallying for support in a crucial Northwest Georgia district. I'm Christiane Cordero in Washington with the latest.
Plus, the mayor of Keysville is now facing charges, what he's accused of doing. And a South Carolina proposal to put more control in families' hands over their children's educational and medical care. Your news at 4:30 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4:30.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us with former Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat. Time now for a first look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci. And it was a nice day. I thought it was going to be cloudy all day, just like yesterday, but the sun came out.
Yeah, definitely started out with those clouds, Dee, but you can see the clearing happening now across the area. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam, looking at Waynesboro, Augusta, Thompson, and Aiken. Overall, a pretty beautiful day with the warmer temperatures. So we continue to warm up each day. You can see it's 6 degrees warmer in Augusta and Aiken compared to yesterday, 10 degrees warmer in our western eastern line counties. A lot of us got to the 80-degree mark today. That includes Augusta, Evans, and Louisville. Aiken, you're at 77. Same thing in Allendale. Wrightsville at 79 degrees and 78 in Waynesboro. So on our satellite and radar, still some cloud cover south of Augusta. We had a few spotty showers move through as well, but overall it is a mostly dry day. A breezy one as well. Winds still coming out of the southwest, sustained at 15 miles per hour in Aiken, gusting up to around 20 to even 27 miles per hour now in Augusta and Aiken, 25 in Waynesboro, 29 in Evans. Now for the rest of your Thursday evening, those temperatures are going to drop into the upper 60s by 8 p.m. But overall, we're staying pretty mild with an overnight low temperature of 63 degrees. Rain chances are on the rise as we head into the weekend, and that will be followed by some cooler air next week. I'll have all the details on that coming up, but back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. We'll see you in a few more minutes. President Trump's newly minted board. Coming up, the story of an important Mardi Gras parade in the 19th century. We're honoring Black history next.
It's a warm and breezy night with a few showers possible tomorrow. Then the chance of storms as we go into the weekend. And then next week, it's feeling like winter again. I'll have your full Vapor 6 forecast coming up.
Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus, built for the way you watch.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand.
Live Viper 6 weather when it matters most.
Streamed at any time, anywhere.
Plus, it's totally free. No subscription required.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device.
Time with your family is sacred. I cherish the moments I spend with my wife and son every day. As a lawyer, I know how an injury can change all of that in an instant. It impacts your health, your work, your loved ones, your whole life. I'm Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. After your accident, I'm here to help you recover and get what you deserve for your injuries so you can get back to the moments that really matter. After an accident, call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. 706-724-7224.
Bert Jones has been taking Georgians.
I'm 8th generation watermelon farmer and NASCAR driver Ross Chastain. A smart melon will tell you that speeding should be left on the track. Even though my friends and I make race day exciting, speeding on our roads and highways is always dangerous, and just one mistake behind the wheel can come at a terrible cost. So leave the speed to a racing professional like me, because that's using your melon.
A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety. The live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on.
In today's tribute to Black history, a programming note to tell you about tonight. The WJBF News Channel 7 p.m. news is preempted. Instead, we ask that you join me and Carlton T. Clay as WJBF News Channel 6 honors some of the members of our African-American community who've made a lasting impact. Tune in to our special, Honoring Black History. That's tonight at 7, right here on News Channel 6.
Did you know that Whoopi Goldberg is the first Black woman to achieve EGOT status? EGOT stands for the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards. Goldberg won a Grammy in 1986, an Oscar in 1990, and a Tony and Emmy in 2002. The second Black woman to hit this status is Jennifer Hudson in 2022, followed by Viola Davis in 2023. I'm Carlton T. Clay, and we are honoring Black history.
Choose from a great selection of men's sportswear, outerwear, made-to-measure suits, and more during the 3-for-1 fall and winter clearance sale at Lionel Smith Limited. Lionel Smith, limited to only the finest in men's clothing.
When it comes to the weather, planning ahead is essential.
That's why the 10-day forecast on News Channel 6 is sponsored by Chris Hudson Injury Law. From here for you.
Joy in family lives in the moments that stay with us. Laughter in the room. Stories at the table. Lessons learned. Strength we inherit. Love we pass on. From generation to generation, we carry each other.
Honoring Black History, a News Channel 6 special presentation, is sponsored by C.A. Reed Senior Memorial Funeral Home.
So how are you feeling about your current money management?
Honoring Black History, a News Channel 6 special presentation, is sponsored by Caps Insurance, where coverage meets comfort.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back and happy Thursday. It's a beautiful sunny day now as we take a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Camp in Waynesboro. All of the clouds have cleared nicely and it's looking great out there and feeling like springtime with a temperature of 80 degrees. We have a southwest wind coming in at 11 miles per hour, so it is a breezy day. Dew points are in the upper 50s. Around the CSRA, we have upper 70s to around the 80-degree mark, so definitely well above average. And here is our satellite and radar just showing a few clouds, but we're getting a bit of a break from the cloud cover from now and not much rain to worry about until we get to tomorrow afternoon. But we are watching this low pressure system. Notice the cold front to our west. That'll be moving in tomorrow, bringing us a chance of some scattered showers as we go into the afternoon hours. So starting out your day mostly cloudy. Can't rule out a stray shower here and there, and it's going to be mild with mid-60s. Now as we get into the afternoon, pushing into the upper 70s to low 80s range once again, and we will have that chance of rain. Now the rain will be very beneficial as we are in a drought still. In fact, it got worse today. Drought monitor updated now showing an extreme drought not only in our northern counties, but also down near Wrightsville and Swainsboro as well. So the rain chances are on the rise. 70% chance on Saturday, with isolated showers into Sunday morning. Here's our futurecast Thursday night tonight at 6 p.m. Isolated showers around the area with that approaching cold front. Definitely a lot of cloud cover, and as we go into tomorrow, that's when we'll see some of those isolated showers start to move in. Can't rule out a rumble of thunder here and there, but our chance of storms tomorrow is very low. Friday night, we actually dry out, but as this front lingers in the area with low pressure moving in, that'll allow for the chance of rain and storms again tomorrow. And on Saturday, we have the chance of more widespread activity and even the possibility of severe weather as well. But things clear out as we go into our Sunday morning. Winds will be coming out of the north, and that'll bring in the cooler air. So here's a closer look. Friday at 6 a.m., just some light showers around, but mostly dry. And then as we go into the afternoon, that's when we'll see a little bit more coverage, and it pushes down to the south of us by around dinner time. So a break Friday night. More rain comes in as we go into the overnight hours there Saturday morning. And then once we get to Saturday afternoon, with the heating of the day, we could have some instability, which will allow for a gusty wind gust or a damaging wind gust here and there. And once again, we do have that threat of some severe weather as these storms pass through. Marginal risk for the entire CSRA, so this is a low threat overall, but we'll be watching it for you. And you can see here the potential rainfall totals going to see up to an inch in some places, so that would definitely help with our drought. Now, it's also going to be really windy over the next several days, gusts up to 37 miles per hour on Friday, down a bit on Saturday, and then up to 30 mile per hour winds on Sunday. Now, the temperatures are going down as well, all the way to the 50s on Monday and Tuesday. Those are the high temperatures, and it will be even colder than that for the morning lows. But tonight, our lows are going to be in the 60s, well above average. And our high temperatures tomorrow are going to be in the upper 70s to low 80s. Here's your 10-day forecast. We're going to see the rain chances go back down on Sunday. And then as we go into early next week, our temperatures are going to be dropping into the mid-20s for lows. Back to you, Dee.
News Nation. Caring for Carolina. Throughout the years, News Channel 6 has been honored to impact the lives of thousands of families in need. It's our way of giving back to the community we proudly serve. Sponsored by Aiken Regional Medical Centers.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
The live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on for the entire CSRA.
A player in Little Rock, Arkansas on one team passed the ball to the other team's manager so he could finally make a shot in a game. It wasn't a game winner. They lost. But no one cared because everyone loved seeing Man Lewis finally get his shot. After hitting that buzzer beater, Man went back to being the team manager, picking up water bottles and doing his job. Okay, why do y'all want to make me cry today? Oh, how sweet. That is awesome. Wow. Well, that's it for this half hour, but there are more top stories ahead at 5. Stay with us.
The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today.
Georgia is Trump country.